G'day guys, how's it going? Hope you're all having a great day. It's a beautiful day out here in Melbourne again in winter. We don't actually get these many sunny days here in Melbourne. Whenever I get a sunny day, I make sure I take my bike out and I go for a ride. Today I was just thinking about, developing good habits when you are riding your motorcycle. So I just thought I'll do a quick vlog on developing 5 good habits that you should all develop when you start riding your motorbike or your motorcycle or whatever you want to call it. Alright, the number one habit that you all should develop is to look as far as you can on the road, guys. Look as far as you can on the road. I mean, the usual times that they say that you should look ahead is about 12 seconds. But you know what? Look as far as you can, because if there is some hazard or some accident or something like that up ahead, you will be prepared to sort of take an action, do a stop, or to put emergency brakes or whatever you want to do. You will have enough time to do that, right? So look as far as you can on the road when you're riding your bike. Right, the second good habit that you guys should develop is to point your nose where you want to go. Alright, don't just look where you want to go, guys. Actually physically point your nose to where you want to turn. Now, your bike will literally go wherever you turn your head. Alright, if you turn your head towards your left, your bike's going to go on your left. If you turn your head towards your right, your bike will definitely turn towards your right. So literally just turn your head towards the direction that you want to go into and look up straight. Literally point your nose towards where you want to go to. Alright, the third good habit that you guys need to develop is to maintain a good distance in between yourself and the car ahead of you. Now, the recommended distance is about 3 seconds. So you should always keep at least 3 seconds worth of distance in between yourself and the car ahead of you. And you don't have to go any faster than the speed limit. All you need to do is just make sure you've got enough distance. Now, I know some of you will say, when you've got enough distance in between the car driving ahead and yourself, people will try and swerve in. And yes, that is absolutely right, guys. People will try and swerve in between you and the car ahead of you. But that's fine. You know what you need to do? You just need to slow down and create that distance. Just create a little bit of distance in between the cars that has just swerved in. And that's the best way that you can avoid crash. If the car ahead of you, if they see a hazard and if they step on their brakes, you will not have enough time to stop your bike if you don't have enough distance in between the car ahead of you and yourself. So just remember, guys, 3 seconds is the minimum. And the way you can actually measure that distance is just pick up a spot. When you're riding and the car ahead of you is riding, just pick up a point and then start counting, like just 1, 2, 3, and by that you will sort of get an idea. As soon as you reach that point, you will know how much sort of distance you have in between the two points. So that's the best way to sort of know. Guys, the fourth good habit that you need to develop is to be seen when you are riding your bike. Alright, by that what I mean is you need to just make sure that people around you can actually see you when you're riding a bike. Especially when you are on roads like this where there are no street lights, okay, and you're riding your bike in the night time. You need to make sure that the people behind you and the people coming in front from the front can actually see you and your bike, right? There are a couple of ways that you can do that. All you need to do is just make sure you wear a fluoro jacket, a day and night fluoro jacket, which has got some reflectors in the night. And the other thing you need to do is just make sure your tail light is working fine. It should be working absolutely fine. You should never ride your bike if your tail light's broken. All right, so just check your tail lights before you start riding in night. Check your indicators, if they're working or not. And usually, on riding jackets and riding pants or even riding shoes, there are some sort of reflective material there. So just make sure that they're not covered by anything when you're riding, especially when you're riding in the night. And the fluoro jackets will actually work very well in the daytime too. Now you can buy the jackets that have already got that fluoro kind of material, and that's absolutely fine if you want to do that. But if you don't have a jacket which has already got a fluoro material, all you need to do is just go to your local hardware store and get a jacket. Easy as that. Okay, the fifth most important habit that you need to develop when you're riding your motorbike is to practice your emergency braking. Now I know I've sort of talked about emergency braking in other videos, and I cannot stress enough on the importance of practicing the emergency braking. It is one skill that you need to develop, and that will actually save your life. So all you need to do is just go to an empty parking lot and sort of just practice your emergency braking. Practice that, squeezing your rear brake, squeezing your front brake, and that's it. And what happens is, guys, when you do it over and over again, your muscle memory sort of gets developed in a way that, as soon as it sees some sort of hazard, you will not have to think about it, and your muscle memory will actually do the job for you. Right? It's called procedural memory. Now you guys can Google what procedural memory is, but that's how it works. So you basically will not have to do or think about actually braking. Your body, the response will be to automatically brake, and in a way that you don't actually crash automatically. Like it'll automatically do it for you. Alright guys, that was the 5 good habits that every motorcyclist should develop. Now, if you are new to my channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button, make sure to hit that like button, and I'll see you guys all in the next video.